if that altered Jim Acosta footage seems Orwellian, brace yourself, because the ability to use video to lie is about to get a whole lot worse. Adam has more.
First I was afraid, I was petrified.
It's not clear why you'd want to turn Amy Adams singing I Will Survive into Nicolas Cage in drag singing I Will Survive. But nowadays, if you've got the urge, you can.
You think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I.
Welcome to the world of deepfake videos, in which anyone with a bit of computer savvy can make it appear something that didn't happen did.
Now there is software that can be purchased and done at home.
And if some examples are innocuous, others aren't.
President Trump is a total and complete dip.
That's actually Jordan Peele, not President Obama, in a PSA that warns just how fast the technology is advancing. Also making the point, this viral video that shows gun control activist Emma Gonzalez tearing up the Constitution, even though she actually tore up a gun target.
It won't take long before the line between what's real or not is erased.
It might be a year, actually.
That's it?
Yeah.
At which point the fake news we used to fret about may seem quaint. Maybe sites like Twitter and Facebook will find a way to screen out deepfakes before they wreak havoc. If not, it's up to the public.
So remember, you can't always believe everything you see online.
Problem is, a lot of us do.
Well, Adam, we saw this even just within the last couple of weeks with photographs that people were tweeting out about the caravan, including Clarence Thomas's wife, a photograph that was taken 6 years ago at riots in Mexico City, and she's tweeting it out as if this caravan is beating up on cops. So people are going to believe what they want to believe. And some people probably know these things are fakes and don't care and just want to promote it because it gets other people riled up.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much doomed. I mean, no, honestly, you know, my understanding as someone who's not tech savvy is that the technology is improving at such a quick rate that pretty soon any one of us here will be able to make a video of, let's say we wanted to do President Trump saying anything we want him to do, and it will be very difficult for the ordinary man or woman to judge whether it's fake or not. The Obama video, you and I were talking about this before the show. You can sort of see that something isn't quite
with
right.
The lips.
I think the days when you can see that are fast. We're seeing the advent of a time where you won't be able to make that call. And it's really easy to imagine this being used for nefarious purposes. One point that I came across in looking into some write-ups of this also allows people to say that they didn't do something if they were caught on video doing something that actually happened and is genuinely objectionable. And remember, President Trump said that about the Access Hollywood video. He sort of implied that it had been doctored. So the more uncertainty is created, the worse off we're going to be.
You know, you made a really good point, Emily, when you said you're not sure whether people even care that it's fake or not. I think there's a lot to that. I look at this Jim Acosta video again, which is very crude compared to what we're talking about here. I honestly think a lot of times this stuff is put together just so that it's kind of like the monkeys flinging feces at the passers-by as they go through the zoo. Nobody even expects us to believe this. It's just something that they can fling out there and create doubt and debate and argument over things that there really shouldn't be any disagreement over. And I see this as really being part of that, although I suppose it is a lot more pernicious in the sense that you can get these videos where nobody's going to be able to tell whether they're real or not.
Well, this is the obvious thing to say, but this is why we have a press with standards, why we have a media that has editors and, you know, a system for vetting stories and editorial control. And, you know, the problem with the president and then sort of half of the media or you know, his kind of friendly media trying to discredit the press is that you lose that trust in that judgment.
Well, also, what scared me was the Wall Street Journal article when the expert said in 1 minute fake President Trump could declare war. In another minute, South Korea responds, and you're 3 minutes down the road before somebody says, wait, that's actually fake. It's all, you know, that kind of stuff happens very quickly. And as we know, as fast as he tweets something that's wildly wrong, just lies, if he's next to the technology, what happens then? And oh, by the way, right now in this moment, the only way to defend yourself against it is to tape yourself 24/7 so that you actually have a tape of you doing what you were doing so that if any of this stuff is manipulated, you can say, nope, not me, see, right here at 1116.2, I was doing this. This seems insane, but it's not. When that guy says it's going to happen in a year, and all I'm thinking about is that look how much traction these people have gotten from crude videos and made-up stories.
That's right.
All basically, I mean, it comes back to the tone and aura of this current presidency that put, from the name calling to the questioning of the veracity of the mainstream press, and that's all part of that.
And to go to Joanna's point that this is why we have a press that vets these things for truth, that the press gets duped on a fairly regular basis. We do our best, but we're in a hurry. There's fewer of us than there used to be, and now it's going to become that much harder.
Well,
and we're relying on the standard that most people were not trying to do it, and now we're in a different environment.
Well, the hurry is part of the problem. There's this massive sharing culture. People want to sort of, things travel around so quickly before there's time, and sometimes you'll catch the first round, and then you won't catch the vetted round. Or maybe you'll catch the vetted round first, and then you don't know what's happening.
That's a good point.